The Seattle Seahawks have won 4 in a row, and a win today would give them their 4th straight NFC Western Division title. But the Arizona Cardinals have other things on their mind. They need a win to keep their playoff hopes strong and keep their division hopes alive. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks on the NFL on Fox.
Captain Sig Hansen from the Deadliest Catch TV show from the Seattle area, raising the flag, the 12th man, firing up the crowd here in Seattle.
These two teams met in Arizona in week 2, and the Cardinals won it 23-20. And here we go. Preston from the 5. He's got the wedge in front of him. Trying to bounce it out, and he's swarmed under just short of the 30-yard line. Kurt Warner has been outstanding. He has been courageous. He has been clutch. And he has thrown 9 touchdown passes in the last 4 weeks.
You can't even just reference the last 4 weeks, in my opinion. I mean, you think of the year that this guy has had with all the injuries, starting really as a number 2 quarterback. His season, in my opinion, Sam, has been terrific.
You can hear the crowd already. Jeremy Urban, number 85, in as a 3rd wide receiver. Pass to Fitzgerald on 1st down, and he's out of bounds at the 37. On 2nd and 2, it's Edgerrin James for a 1st down across the 40 to the 42-yard line. On 1st down, Edgerrin James buzzed through the hole, wrapped up by Brian Russell. But how about that hard run? Picked up 9 on the play. See the number they put up for false starts. 1st and 15 at the 41. Warner with a man open, he overthrows, and it's intercepted by Deion Grant. There's a flag on the play as Grant returns it and tiptoes the sideline and steps out of bounds at the Cardinals' 48-yard line.
Personal foul, grabbing the face mask, Arizona. This 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run. 1st down.
Think about it, Tim. Cardinals driving. Go ahead, pick it up here.
Well, you can see it just comes out of his hand early over the head. Deion Grant's playing center field for the easy pick.
Seahawks at the Cardinals 33. Hasselbeck throws on 1st down, and the catch made by Nate Burleson. The inward in motion. Maurice Morris is split out wide left. Hasselbeck with time out to the fullback, Leonard Weaver. Weaver down to the 12-yard line. Morris and Weaver in the backfield. Hasselbeck quick outside of Burleson. Hit immediately by Antrell Roll at the 8-yard line. He's 21 for 27 this season, and that one is right through. So the Seahawks turned the interception by Deion Grant into 3 points. They got down into touchdown position, but the Cardinals held the Seahawks.
Closeness, Sam.
Thanks, Chris. Josh Brown's kickoff coming down to Steve Preston. Brings it back from the 3. Couple of blocks and some room to run. Nice cutback by Preston, and then he's taken down at the 35. From the 35, Edgerrin James. It's about 5 on 1st down. 4 wide receivers in for the Cardinals. Short drop by Warner, outside to Larry Fitzgerald. Cuts in and gets close to midfield. It's a 1st down. 3 wide receivers in. Jeremy Urban, the 3rd, number 85. Warner being rushed. Dumps it off to Pope, and he's thrown for a loss. Oh, that play never went anywhere. Big time rush by Julian Peterson on Warner, and then Pope was hit immediately when he caught the ball.
I told you, Peterson will come from anywhere. There he is there. Watch Kearney there. Peterson comes up, and then Kearney will just flash and be here waiting. And there's the pressure. And then Pat Kearney waiting on the backside for the little check down to the tight end.
Marcel Shipp is in the backfield for Arizona. Warner outside for Urban, through his hands. Jordan Babineau is covering.
So he's familiar with this place up here.
Nate Burleson standing at his own 15. Mitch Berger's kick taken at the 17-yard line. Short return by Burleson. Arizona 2 games behind Seattle in the race in the NFC West. If Arizona wins, they would have the tiebreaker over Seattle, still be a game behind, but it would put a lot of pressure on Mike Holmgren and the Seahawks.
No question. Now, if they lose today, the wild card will still be alive.
Right. From the 21-yard line, Sean Alexander in the backfield. 3 wide receivers. Quick out, complete to Branch. Deion Branch up to the 25-yard line on 2nd and 6. Sean Alexander trying to cut it back. Good tackle on the play by Carlos Dansby. And there's a flag on the play.
Offside. Defense number 97.
Rookie Alan Branch in a defensive tackle for the Cardinals. Straight ahead goes Leonard Weaver, the fullback. He's got a first down. Cautions Weaver about them coming. Weaver picked up the blitz. The pass complete to Bobby Ingram. Into Cardinals territory down to the 47-yard line. What a great season Bobby Ingram is having. And that ball was knocked out of Hasselbeck's hands. He recovers and then throws it away. A heads-up play by Matt Hasselbeck. Carlos Dansby racing in, knocked the ball out of his hands.
I told you the gut pressure is coming, and it comes right up the gut. And watch Dansby. Leonard Weaver and Sean Alexander both late.
Leonard Weaver in the backfield with Hasselbeck. Hasselbeck, plenty of time. Finds a man. And it's close to the first down line. It's the tight end Marcus Pollard. The spot will be the key here. And it looks like it's a little short. Sean Alexander, the tailback. It's Alexander outside with a quick move. Turns it into a big gainer. And Alexander's inside the 15, down to the 13-yard line. He needed half a yard. He picked up 24.
Watch this guy right here, Terrence Holt, because Sean's going to come this way and then pop it out. Terrence Holt bites inside, has no chance to seal the edge. Got his nose caught in the backfield. Was thinking Sean was taking it front side. What vision by Sean Alexander to pop it all the way back against the formation with a big-time run.
And he looks good running that football. Maurice Morris in the lineup. Hasselbeck drops it off to Morris inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line, close to the 6. On 2nd down, Alexander in the backfield. Hasselbeck to the end zone. Touchdown, Nate Burleson. A beautiful throw by Matt Hasselbeck. And that big pickup on 3rd down, and the big run on 4th down by Sean Alexander. Key plays. The extra point is good. It's a 10-0 Seattle lead.
Watch Burleson here. He'll come in motion, and then he slips up inside of the tight end, and then there's no way Ralph Brown can stay with him. I mean, that was man coverage across the board, and the way they ran the combination route, Pollard comes here, he slips up inside and then just runs the corner route. Oh, what an adjustment there by Nate Burleson to read what Ralph Brown was doing. The leverage point was inside, broke it to the corner, and Matt Hasselbeck just tossed an easy one over the top for the score.
Josh Brown. Steve Preston from the 11. Preston with speed, burst through the hole, and is pulled out of bounds. Good return by Steve Preston. They bring in the noise machines for practice, but nothing.
You can't simulate or replicate. No way.
Final seconds, first quarter. Seattle Seahawks. An interception by Deion Grant turned into a field goal, then a 79-yard drive for a touchdown. They lead it 10-0. 3 wide receivers. Marcel Shipp in the backfield. Warner with time. He finds Larry Fitzgerald. It's a first down. Keeps on going. Out of bounds. Down at the 33-yard line. And Patrick, second tight end in motion. Warner with time, going deep. He's got a man. It's incomplete. The tight end, Leonard Pope. He has time. And he throws. And it is intercepted. No. Deion Grant had it Almost his second of the game, but as he hit the ground, it popped loose. Jordan Babinoy, fifth defensive back for Seattle. On the draw play, Marcel Shipp is stopped by Patrick Kearney. Mitch Berger, the holder. Nathan Hodel, the long snapper. The kick on the way. Short. He had the range, but came up short. Wow, great run. Tim Hasselbeck on first down from the 40, outside of Bobby Ingram. Down at the 46, picks up 6 on the play. Too many Hasselbecks in the stadium. I've called Matt Tim a couple of times, and I apologize for that. Sean Alexander, nice move. First down. Alexander. Leonard Weaver lines up as a wingback. Hasselbeck going deep. He's got a man, Deion Branch. Beautiful catch. And he's down at the 15-yard line. Rod Hood covering on the play, but again, Matt Hasselbeck with a perfect throw. They pick up 31 on the play.
Perfect throw will beat perfect coverage every time, and this is what happens because Hood's in good shape. He just never finds the football. And I think a real clever job by Deion Branch. Watch him not give it away. Most receivers right there will flash the hands up. That's the cue for the defender to turn and look. He doesn't put his hands up to the last possible second and is able to collect the perfect throw.
Along with Burleson, Ingram, and Branch. Hasselbeck juggles the ball, sidesteps one man and throws. Oh! Touchdown! What a catch by Bobby Ingram! A phenomenal grab! You can't ask for anything better than that. What a move, Bobby Ingram grabbing it with his hands and pulling it up so it didn't hit the ground.
Just scooped it right up before it hit the ground, and that ball almost looked like it was going to be intercepted by the defender. It certainly looked low and short. Ingram somehow magically gets the hands down and pulls it up for what was clearly a catch.
Extra point is good. 15-yard touchdown pass. Hasselbeck to Ingram. 4 plays, 59 yards. Look at Bobby Ingram. Look at these hands.
Look at the sidestep.
Thanks, Chris. Josh Brown kicks it off. Steve Breston from the 7. There's a lane. And a big tackle made by Nico Kudavides, the #1 tackler on special teams. Now, will they call that a horse collar? There's a flag on the play. He got him up high.
There is no foul for a horse collar tackle as a defender grabbed the jersey up high on the shoulder pad. First down.
But he has persevered and played well and kept Arizona going. Here he hits the tight end Leonard Pope. It takes 5 players to take him down. Playing in his second game with the Cardinals. Warner, pressure, they got him. Patrick Kearney. 11.5 sacks on the season for Seattle's free agent pickup.
Well, he told us he was going to work the edge of Levi Brown, and there he is there. He's just going to take it up the corner, get that hand down, and then look at Patrick. Once he got on his edge, the way he's able to keep it tight, bend it back to Warner. That's sack number 11.5 on the year for Pat Kearney.
Second punt of the game for Mitch Berger. Seattle has got it all going right now. Line drive kick. Burleson from the 16. Slips one man and another. Gets to the sideline. Great return by Burleson. Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. On 3rd and long. Hasselbeck dumps it off to Leonard Weaver, the fullback. Makes a nice cut. Turns it into a big gain. Weaver inside the 20 and out of bounds. Out of bounds at the 18. Just a simple little dump off to the fullback, and Leonard Weaver took it down to the 18-yard line. A pickup of 45 on the play.
Well, and we talked about tackling and the ability to tackle after the catch, and here it's just set up perfectly with the screen. Look at Pork Chop Womack, Gray out there. pace ran right by him, and that's their fourth explosive play in this game of 20+. And now you know why about a month ago, 5 weeks ago, and they said Leonard Weaver has brought the screen game back to Seattle. You see good evidence of it there.
Officially a 46-yard game. Play fake. Hasselbeck throwing into the end zone. Touchdown, Deion Branch. Another perfect throw by Hasselbeck. He led Branch in stride as Branch outran Antrell Roll and Oliver Celestine to make the catch.
Got right to the back end of the end zone, the hardest place to defend. 4 corners on that backside post. He gets behind Celestine, and then how about the throw by Hasselbeck as he's taking a big shot from Darnell Dockett, the bailout throw right when he's releasing it, and he drops it right on the money.
3 touchdown passes in the game for Matt Hasselbeck. 23 on the season.
How aggressive is Mike Holmgren being with his play calling right now?
And Ken Wisenhunt can only look at the scoreboard and realize his team is way behind. The extra point by Josh Brown is good. 4 possessions, 24 points for Seattle.
You watch Matt Hasselbeck here. Here comes Dockett. He's going to deliver the shot. Then he just puts that ball right on the money. And watch the frustration of Darnell Dockett. Got a good hit. Looked up. Incomplete. Nope. Won't be a touchdown. When you think about it, is playing better football at the quarterback position than Matt Hasselbeck, Favre, and Romo.
Line drive kick, and that goes out of bounds, and that will give Arizona the ball at the 40-yard line. 3 wide receivers. Jamaica Rector is the third. Warner in trouble. They got him. Second sack of the game. Brandon Mebane, the defensive tackle, a rookie out of California, got there. Warner with time. It throws short to Leonard Pope, the tight end. He can't get there. Burleson is deep. This is a good high punt. Burleson lets it bounce at the 5, and the Cardinals get there to down it. In motion, Deion Branch. Matt Hasselbeck in trouble. They got him.
Seattle has had problems with their snapper all year. Good one there.
But a short kick that bounces and takes an Arizona bounce, and the Cardinals will get the ball inside the Seahawks 30-yard line.
Well, they got to take advantage, Sam, of this great field position. They cannot walk away here without points.
Warner being pressured. The pass complete to Edgerrin James. He slipped a couple of tackles and got inside the 15. Marcel Shipp spinning. Fights his way down to the 5-yard line. It'll bring up a 4th down. Warner throwing, diving catch made by Bryant Johnson. A great catch. There it is again. This is the perfect view.
Well, does the ball even move at all? No. He secures it before he goes to the ground and never moves. Touchdown. Love the throw again by Warner with blitz in his face. The corner's thinking high fade here in Kelly Jennings, and Warner throws a low fastball. Good stuff.
Heel Rackers for the extra point. And a big touchdown for Arizona with 1:04 remaining in the first half. Little pooch kick. And a good play by Kevin Butler, the linebacker. He immediately waved to his teammates. I've got it, I've got it. This time he hands to Maurice Morris, who cuts it back, gets across midfield. Scores and highlights around the league in the Fox Sports ticker. And Hasselbeck dumps it off to Maurice Morris. Down the 35-yard line. They're getting close to Josh Brown field goal territory. Morris. Inside the 30, down to the 26-yard line.
That wasn't a great snap.
But it's a pretty good kick.
It's a team he figured was going to be on a postseason run.
Neil Rackers kicks it off to start the second half. On the return, Nate Burleson runs into a wall at the 25, pushes the pile forward, and they'll give him forward progress up to the 28-yard line.
Sage Rosenfels picked him apart today. Surprising.
Jeff Garcia did not play in that game. And Hasselbeck hooks up for a first down with Bobby Ingram. Seahawks 3 for 6 on third down, being rushed as Hasselbeck, and he threw it away. Big pressure from the outside. Pressure on Blackemeyer. He just got it away. This time he gets a good roll. And it rolls to a stop. Cardinals from the 12. Warner in trouble. Pass almost caught by Leonard Pope, off his hands. Patrick Kearney, another good rush.
Well, we talked about the tackle end stunt. They've been doing it all day. They'll get these guys here. Kearney comes up and underneath. Well, they had a double work in their double TE stunt. Kearney comes scot-free, able to get the hit on Warner.
3 wide receivers. Warner pressured. Has a man. Jeremy Urban stays in bounds. Pressure on Warner. Kearney almost got him, and Warner got rid of it and almost threw an interception.
Levi Brown just can't block him. The first-round pick. And Patrick Kearney said from the first matchup, he said Levi Brown's a good player, but what he does is he's so afraid. And here's Levi. Kearney's going to take the edge. He's so afraid to give up the inside that he sits hard inside. He goes, that's going to give me the edge on the speed rush, and I'm going to take it all day long. He's got it again.
There he comes. Kearney's got him. That's a sack. His second of the game. 12 and a half on the season. 3 sack games. He has 2 today. 4th punt of the game by Mitch Berger. Burleson from the 17. And he is pulled down as he gets to the 20-yard line. 6 defensive backs in for the Cardinals as they show blitz. Here comes Pace. Here comes Dansby. Hasselbeck got rid of it. Obamano breaking a tackle and turns it into a nice gain up to the 39-yard line. He picked up 19 on the play. Tony Correnti had the mic open as I jumped to avoid him. Here's another screen pass, and Weaver dropped it. This time he has time and gets off a good one. High kick. Steve Preston at the 21. Trying to swing back and stumbled and was covered. Arizona from the 17. Warner goes to Edgerrin James, and James is stopped by Jordan Babineau at the 25-yard line.
Sam?
Same way we used to do it in the schoolyard, Kurt. Flag on the play thrown by Tony Correnti after the catch by Brian Johnson.
We're going to get a hold here, I think, Sam.
Personal foul, chop block, number 32, offense. 15-yard penalty, replay second down.
It's on Edgerrin James and a big penalty.
Well, you can't high-low, and that's what happens here. One guy's got him up high, and then Edgerrin James takes him low. You can't do that. Okay, here's Edge. You watch him flash in and go low right there on Rocky Bernard when he was tangled up there a little bit with Levi Brown.
Warner with time, stepping up, nobody open, and he finally finds Jeremy Urban, and he's got a first down into Seattle territory. 38-yard pickup. Warner with time again. This time to the tight end, Veneman, who gets down to the close to the 30-yard line, hit hard by Jordan Babineau. James, first down. Place up. Pressure on Warner, gets rid of it, incomplete. And a late flag. Fitzgerald wanted the call on Trufant, and the late flag comes in, and it'll give Arizona first down.
Pass interference, defense number 23, automatic first down.
That's a big penalty on the Seahawks.
Well, and Trufant, he doesn't want to lose inside leverage, so he's going to burst and come underneath it, and he just... See, Fitzgerald is so big. What happened there is Trufant ran right into him.
Fitzgerald motions. Warner completes it. And diving for the end zone is Ben Patrick. Again outside. Urban turned late. Juggled and caught it. Touchdown. And now the complexion of the game changing just a little bit. Arizona scores. 13 plays, 83 yards. They're down by 13.
To keep Matt Hasselbeck out of his rhythm, which has been a big factor here in the third quarter for their defense.
And the onside kick attempt is recovered by Rackers. with some momentum. Late third quarter. Warner being pressured. Throws, and it's intercepted by Trufant. There was big-time pressure from Rocky Bernard. He was about to hit Warner. And Warner's throw picked off by Marcus Trufant. Third interception of the game for the Seahawks, who had 4 interceptions last week in Philadelphia.
And here's Bernard right there. That's where the pressure's going to come from. He beats Deuce Latui inside, hits Warner just as he's unloading it, and a great job of Trufant of really baiting Kurt Warner into making that throw. It's Fitzgerald, who's been dealing with that groin really for the last couple of weeks, certainly all day today. And see, that's exactly what Kurt Warner saw, was that Trufant passed him inside, and that's the cover 2 defense. The corner that's supposed to just go sit in the flat, pretty big throughout the afternoon.
Off the play fake, Hasselbeck steps up, wide open, Nate Burleson. And he is wrestled down by Holt at the 25-yard line. A pickup of 25 on the play. Catches 50 yards, 1 touchdown for Burleson. O'Morris slicing off tackle. Gets about 8 on the play, down to the 17-yard line. Dansby makes the tackle. This is the way the Seahawks offense was operating in the first half. Harris in motion. Hasselbeck throwing too high. Gerald Hayes covering on the play. And what do we have here? A wrestling match.
Now Dockett and Chris Spencer were going at it, and Sean Locklear did not like it and came over to retaliate on top of Darnell Dockett.
And the referee, Tony Correnti, got tangled up in the middle of it. Chris Spencer, the center, number 65. Darnell Dockett came hard across the line. Flag has been thrown. Hear from the referee as he waves the Cardinals.
Conclusion of all the hassle. Personal foul, grabbing the face mask and ripping it off the player's head. Defense. This penalty will be assessed half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
And they're still jawing at one another.
Number 90.
I didn't hear that last thing. He said something about number 90.
That gets it all started. The get off of Dockett. Now watch. Now he and Spencer are going to get tangled up as he goes by Gray. And you see Chris Spencer's going to go pick him up there, number 65 on Dockett. Now he's going to push him to the ground. Dockett throws him. And then they kept going at it on the ground. See, they're going at it. Now you'll see Locklear come over here, 75, right? You see 75 get in here. Oh, Sean's already in there. He already did his throwing. See 75 Locklear right there. It was Spencer there that got his helmet ripped off by Darnell Dockett, and that's what the penalty ended up being.
That's right. On the line for Seattle. Play fake. And the pass is caught. Touchdown. Beautiful catch by Marcus Pollard, the tight end.
He hits Pollard, and then Pollard takes a big shot and still able to hang on to the football.
Extra point is good, and now Seattle has the breathing room again. A big 20-point lead. 11 plays, 62 yards. Hasselbeck and Pollard finish it off. It's been a big day for Matt Hasselbeck.
Especially when you make a big third down stop.
Josh Brown kicks it off. Steve Preston from the 5. He's wrapped up as he crossed the 25-yard line and thrown back. Mike Green, number 42. Nico Kudavidas, the leader of the special teams unit, in on the tackle. Everybody out. Warner pressured. They got him. He got rid of it. It looked like they had him. The ball is being run back by Lofa Tatupu. There's been no whistle. And Tatupu is pushed out of bounds at the 21-yard line. And it is ruled Seattle ball.
Boy, Kurt Warner, they better think think about maybe getting him over on the sidelines. He gets caught in such an awkward position here by Rocky Bernard, and
Warner was telling referee Tony Correnti that his arm was going forward, and that should have been an incomplete pass.
Bernard's going to push it. Kearney comes underneath, but watch Bernard press that gap and get in between them. Oh, man. He is lucky as he got sandwiched in between Rocky Bernard and Julian Peterson that something in that right knee didn't go. He got caught in a weird position.
Now Harrington switches back. Pressured by Kearney. He's got him. 3-sack game for Patrick Kearney. His third 3-sack game of the season.
Levi Brown on Patrick Kearney, who's chewed him up.
The ball went through Berger's hands, and he is pulled out of the end zone. It's a safety. It's all Seattle now.
That's all on Mitch Berger. That is all on Mitch Berger. I mean, the snap is a little bit high, but still hits him right about face mask level. A little off to the right. He's got to catch this. Oh, yeah, that's all Berger. And talking to Berger before the game, he said he was so happy. He'd been out of the league 14 to 18 months, finally got back in, and said excited to be playing again, and has a big miscue there.
A safety, and Seattle will get the ball as well, as they close in on an NFC Western Division title for the 4th year in a row.
Well, and you got to like the way Arizona was able to grab some momentum in the 3rd quarter there, and now Seattle has just wrestled it and swooped it right back. They're developing that attitude, that killer instinct, that swagger that we talked about that's so important down the stretch here, and everybody feeds off it. Look at Kearney.
Hasn't he been one of the big-time leaders?
It's been awesome.
He has 13.5 sacks this season. That's now a career high for him.
And you know what's happened? The more his production has gone up here over the last 5-6 weeks, his leadership has just flourished. Yeah. He said now that he's out there and he has the production, he said he feels real good about verbally expressing himself to be the leader that they brought him here to be.
The free kick by Berger. Burleson from the 28. Trying to go wide. Cardinals are there, and he's out of bounds at the 39-yard line. The defense has done a great job. Hasselbeck to Burleson, hit immediately by Antrell Roll. He wants to find ways to win. Wackemeyer just gets it away. And it is picked up on the run by Preston. And he is swarmed under at the 25-yard line.
I think the big thing for Arizona, they lose here, they're completely out of the division race. Seattle will have clinched it.
Right. Warner. Preston with a catch and some yardage after the catch. Warner throws and connects with Jeremy Urban. Urban using the stiff arm. Gets out of bounds. Now out of the shotgun on 1st down. Warner steps up, throws too high, and it's intercepted. Marcus Trufant racing down the sideline. And Trufant is gone all the way. Touchdown. Fourth interception of the game for the Seattle Seahawks. Marcus Trufant with an 84-yard return for a touchdown. J.J. Arrington had a shot at him but missed, and Trufant takes it to the house.
Well, this is the 2nd interception Kurt Warner has thrown in terms of overthrowing his receiver. And that one just comes out of his hand early. Trufant is right there to get it. Now watch the stutter right here on Edgerrin James. You didn't see it. Flashes inside and then goes the distance.
Bad snap. There's the inconsistency we talked about. And the try for point is no good. But I don't think the Seahawks
As good as it's gone for them, I'm
about.
telling you, that's going to burn Mike Holmgren up because their punt snaps have not been great. The field goal snaps have not been great. Boone Stutz is the snapper, and in a big game, that'll end up biting you. There's Trufant right here. No, he just broke on that. He read the eyes of Kurt Warner the whole way because he clearly let Breston go deep. Kurt did telegraph that a little bit. And Trufant just read his eyes in the zone coverage. And then again, that beautiful little stutter step on Edgerrin James, which allowed him to go the distance.
One of Kurt Warner's interceptions in the game was at the end of the first half on a Hail Mary, but it is a career most in a game.
Well, you remember the first interception he threw in the game, though, he overthrew his receiver. Just came out early, and the ball sailed on him.
Josh Brown to kick it off. Preston on the return. And he is pulled down by Josh Scobie. Scobie's done a good job on special teams today.
Watching Larry Fitzgerald go at just 80%.
Thank you, Chris. Fitzgerald makes the catch and is pulled down receiving day for Arizona. Warner hit but completes to Fitzgerald. And he fights his way inside the 35-yard line. Another hit on Kurt Warner. Warner being rushed. Dumps it off to Arrington with a blocker. Reggie Wells. Russell wraps him up. Warner throws and completes to Breston at the 12-yard line.
I don't think they have.
I will check it out for you as Warner looks, throws, and it is caught by Fitzgerald for a touchdown. And in their 5 wins have not scored fewer than 27 points. Racker's extra point is good. Seattle expecting an onside kick. Racker's pooches one. That Burleson takes on a bounce and is out of bounds at around the 30-yard line. And scored a season high 42 points. 3rd down. And it'll be time to punt as Mo Morris carries up to the 30-yard line. 5th punt of the game. Good high kick. Rested. Slips one man and is buried. Lance Laurie, one of the leaders on special teams.
They got decimated at the line of scrimmage by the pass rush today.
Warner takes another hit, but he gets it to Jeremy Urban, who's out of bounds. He lost 3 in a row after they were 8-4. Warner with all kinds of pressure, and he's picked off by Trufant again. 3rd interception of the game by Marcus Trufant. 5th interception thrown by Kurt Warner, the most he has ever thrown in an NFL game.
Well, and that's got to be 7 now on the year for Marcus Trufant. It's paid off for him. His speed is wicked.
With Dallas and Green Bay playing so well, I think Seattle has been flying under the radar. When you watch them put up the points that they do and the defense make the plays they do, you have to be worried about Seattle, especially in this ballpark.
Definitely.
Congratulations, Mike Holmgren. A big win over Ken Whisenhunt and the Arizona Cardinals. The Seahawks win it 42-21. They are 9-4. They are division champions in the NFC West. We'll be right back.